hours and hours I was just Googling colleges, Googling the programs, the concentrations, everything. My mom is a single mother, so it has been like rough. So I was like, I need some scholarship if I need to go to study to US because it's really very expensive. Everyone before me got rejected. So I have a scholarship from UCR of $88,938. Then I saw on Empower's page, like while going through it, I saw they also offer a lot of scholarships. So there was this one Udaan Indian student studying abroad scholarship, and I applied for it. Like I got this mail that I am the first winner and of $10,000 and everything. So yeah, I won 10,000 grand. Yeah.
Your I-20 amount is 23,000 because you have $88,000 scholarship. How the heck did you get that?
Your class is starting on 26th September and you're there around the 1st of August or something. They will just send you back.
How is the job market for UC Riverside? Like, is most people end up having an internship or a job, or like, is there a lot of struggle there? All right. Thank you, Shinora, for doing this. I am excited to have you on this series. And again, for context setting, as you know, we are bringing in different women from different backgrounds. And today we want to share your journey and share like your study abroad experience as an international student in United States. So before we get into any of this, let's do like a quick intro.
Thank you so much. Actually, I'm currently at Riverside. I'm doing my MBA in University of California, Riverside. I did prior to this, I did my BTech in computer science from Sharda University in Greater Noida, India, and I'm basically from Delhi. And yeah, that's all about me.
Nice. And then when did you start your MBA?
I started my MBA this year in fall 2024.
So like
Yeah,
super new.
yeah, super new.
But I want to take you back like maybe last year, 2023.
Yeah.
And like, why did you decide that you want to do MBA? Like, what was your thought process? Like, okay,
So,
did you?
like,
Go ahead, go
yeah.
ahead.
So I always wanted to do an MBA. In my in my family, it's like kind of a tradition. Like after engineering, people do pursue MBA. So it's been that, and like I think I'm the first girl to do that. Like all the girls in my family, they are like not working or anything. I'm the first one to do that in my family. So that's that. And so the last year I was very skeptical of if I should like dive into MBA right now, or should I like have some work experience and then go for it. But then I was like, no, if I'm getting a good opportunity, I should just grab it.
Nice. Okay. And so, was MBA your first choice, or did you wanted to do masters or anything else,
No,
or like?
MBA was my first choice.
Okay, super clear that I want to do MBA.
Yeah.
And when did you start? Like, what's the first step did you do? Like, okay, I decided I want to do MBA. And did you have to decide between countries like US, Canada, Germany, UK?
No, I was
Or
very clear about US. I was like, if I
I
want to
love
be
the clarity you
yeah.
have.
Yeah.
Great. So the US decided, MBA decided.
Yeah.
Now comes the university shortlisting.
Yeah.
How did you come across? Like, what did you do in terms of research? That okay, UC Riverside is one of the list,
Yeah.
and again, UCs are very expensive, so we'll talk about fees as well. But
Yeah.
um, like, how did you think about all your shortlisting?
So I was first of all, I did a lot of research. Like it was like I think hours and hours I was just Googling colleges, Googling the programs, the concentrations, everything. So I wanted some university that did not require any work experience for MBA, has good rankings as well, and will offer a good scholarship too. So like because I'm a single child and my mom is a single mother, so it has been like rough. So I was like, I need some scholarship if I need to go to study to US because it's really very expensive.
Mm.
So yeah.
And so, again, going back to you said you did a lot of research.
Yeah.
If you were to break it down, let's say I am like Shinora, I have no idea about study abroad. how
Yeah.
would you break, like what advice now would you give after you have done all the research and now you're united? What advice would you give me, like,
Yeah.
okay, these are the things you should look for?
So, first of all, if you want, you should look for the concentration that the colleges are offering that or not. You should also talk to some of the student ambassadors at the college. They have them listed on their website. Just talk to them about the whole course. They'll give you the insight. I did that too. I mailed one of my student ambassadors and they gave me the whole insight about my MBA program. Also, you need to see how much scholarship they are offering, what's their QS ranking, and other things, as in like what's the culture like, how are the student clubs, like that's very important to be part of different student clubs, and if the college promotes this culture or not. So yeah, these are the things that basically mailing the student ambassador is the most important, I would say, because they can give you
Mm,
the insight of what's actually inside the college instead of
mm,
just reading the reviews on the website and just going through the college website.
got it. And
Yes.
what is your profile like, if people were, just so people have an idea? So you, what was your GPA, and then what was your, like, did you have to give GRE, GMAT, TOEFL?
No, so for my year, the GRE and GMAT was waived off.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. And I had a GPA of around 3.4.
Okay, and then
Maybe.
TOEFL or IELTS or
Yeah, I
Duolingo?
gave IELTS. So my IELTS band was 7.5
Nice,
overall. Yeah. And I also gave Duolingo, in which I scored 145 out of 160.
nice.
So
Okay.
yeah, some colleges do accept Duolingo, and that's a cheaper option as well. Although in case of UCR, they wanted me to give IELTS because they were not accepting Duolingo, so I gave IELTS.
Okay, got it. And then, what universities did you apply to, and or were you, did you only apply to UCR?
No, so I applied to a lot of Cal State universities. I did get acceptance from them, and then I applied to UC Santa Barbara. I also got accepted in Santa Barbara and UC Riverside.
Got
Yeah.
it. And what made you like finalize that? Okay, out of all my admits, I'm gonna go to UC Riverside, because again, it is on expensive side compared to CSUs.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, the QS ranking was good. The
Mm,
course had the concentration I was looking for, management and accounting. They had that. Also, it was a 2 year program. So I was more leaning towards the 2 year program, and the Santa Barbara was offering me somewhat around 9 to 10 months. So I
mm,
wanted to get that 2 year program. And also the different professors that I researched about, like one of my professors I had in my first quarter, Professor Rich. He was like, I was really looking forward to attend his program. He is a professor of information systems, and all the research he has done, and also our professor Ashish Stood. He is also someone I was really leaning forward to learn from, and Elaine Wong as well. So I did research on these professors as well, and so that's after researching and everything, I was like, no, okay, UCR is the place for me. And after
mm.
also talking to my student ambassador, she also gave me a lot of insight about all the different clubs. Like, we have one club, women in business. It's like completely concentrated towards promoting women in business, so I'm a part of that club as well. So I was looking forward to those things. Yeah.
What do the club does? Like, what does club do?
Okay, so we do a lot of information sessions, peer mentoring, and stuff like this. And we promote women in business, like their entrepreneurship ideas and everything. It's like a very friendly club, and it's the biggest one in UCR.
Nice. So now you decided UCR, and then next step is obviously getting a visa. How
Yeah,
was the visa interview process for you?
very nervous during the visa interview thing. It was like I went to a window where everyone before me got rejected, and I
And this
was
was Delhi, Delhi.
Delhi, yeah, Delhi
Acha,
embassy.
okay.
So, and I was so scared. I was like, okay, this man is rejecting everyone. I'm the next one in line. But yeah, he asked me like probably only three questions, like
Mm,
of how I'm about to fund my education, why MBA just after BTech. And another question he asked me was like, I don't remember clearly, but I think it was like I think YMBA. How I'm going to fund it, and who is going to be my sponsor? Yeah.
Hmm. So visa interview done, and now like obviously you're busy preparing for shopping and flights
Yes.
and roommates and all of it. How was that experience? Were you scared at all? Like you're going
I
all.
was very skeptical of a lot of things, of like where to get the student housing, and I was pretty late for the student housing thing. So like I did not get it at the place I wanted it, but still it's a decent place that I am at right now. So then these people in here, where you try to sign the lease, they have this roommate matching app through
Hmm.
which you can like talk to your roommate if you have similar interests, similar preferences, and you guys can match and have the same roommate and stuff.
So for booking, did you book your housing and roommates before coming to United States, or did you do it like after landing?
No, before coming. Yeah, I
Okay,
booked them before coming. Yeah.
nice. And then you found it through online and you booked it, and then roommate matching app you
App,
used
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I was mailed by the housing that there's this roommate matching app. You should like build your profile on it, and then you can match to your preferred roommates. And I did that. Yeah.
Nice. What's the cost of living in UCR
Okay, so according to the I-20, they would ask you to show approx $23,000 as
for a year?
yeah, for a year in the I-20 only, but it's way cheaper. It's
Wait,
way cheaper.
23,000. That seems less.
It is less, but it's even cheaper.
Acha, okay. So
Yeah.
what is what is the cost of living then? Like what's
So
the rent and all?
I
Yeah.
would suggest people to go for campus housings because that's way more cheaper. I'm living off campus. I'm planning on shifting to the campus housing next year. So
Okay.
that would cost around 500 to 600,
Oh wow. Okay,
yeah,
so it's cheap.
$600. Like, yeah. And then for all your groceries and stuff, the UCR does have our pantry that
Mm,
gives student weekly grocery. Like you have around 15 points, you can go and collect stuff according to that.
nice.
So
So in your case, would you say like the cost of living is anywhere from what like 600 to $800, or is it more?
mine is higher. It's around 1,000 because I have a private room and it's off
Ah,
campus.
got it.
So that's the reason. But I will be shifting to a campus apartment because earlier I was a bit late to fill in the campus apartment application. But yeah, because I applied in the second round. I would
Mm,
suggest people to apply during the first round itself because that
mm.
will give you more chances at scholarships and better like living situation as well.
Yes. And you mentioned scholarship, and you also, I know you told me that you had scholarship. So,
Yeah.
one, how did you know about the scholarship? And then which scholarships did you got it?
Okay. So I have a scholarship from UCR of $88,938.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
$88,000?
Yeah.
Okay, we have to talk about that separately. How did you
Yeah.
get that? And
So
then that's just
and
one of them. Okay.
yeah, and then like while I was looking for loan and everything, so I was skeptical, should I take a loan from India or should I like take from other agencies like Empower that gives you loan in US dollars and everything. So I was like skeptical, and then I saw on Empower's page, like while going through it, I saw they also offer a lot of scholarships. So
Mm.
there was this one Udaan Indian student studying abroad scholarship, and I applied for it. Like I just applied. I wasn't expecting I would win anything but then after like 2 months, I got this mail that I am the first winner and of $10,000 and everything. So yeah, I won 10,000 grand. Yeah.
Was it hard to believe?
Yeah, it was very hard. I was like, okay, is this a scam? Are they scamming me? Is this even real?
Yeah, like what's the cash?
Yeah, I was like, what's the catch? But yeah, it was. I did win.
And what's the process for applying? You just have
It's
to
like
go and
there's just short form you have to fill, and then when you go to the scroll to the bottom, there's one essay of 250 to 500 words. The topic's written there, and then you need to write the essay.
got it. And the essay is changing based on, I'm
Yeah, it
assuming.
changes. Yeah, and they also have monthly scholarships, and also scholarship uh, only for like MBA students, especially for MBA students as well.
Did you get that as well? कितना पैसा लो?
No, I have applied though, but I haven't heard back yet.
Okay. Okay. So back to UCR. I think now it makes sense why your I-20 amount is 23,000, because you
Yeah,
have $88,000 scholarship.
yeah.
How the heck did you get that?
Okay. So like it's simple. Like you need to keep like an impressive resume. You need to be very active in your bachelor's, very active, like be a part of a lot of clubs, host a lot of important events, participate in a lot and lot of hackathons. I have done that.
Mm.
Did all the hackathons in my bachelor's, like was a part of everything. So yeah, and also the interview, you need to like be very specific, and you need to be very innovative with your answers. They will be looking for people who are like very up with the trend.
Mm.
Yeah, so they
And so sorry, what's the process for applying? Did you apply separately, or is it part of your
no, it's
application?
the part of the application. If they find your application quite impressive, they will offer you the scholarship from their end only. And then
Mm.
I have a teaching assistantship that will start next year. So
Like, nice. I love this. It's getting better and better. Okay, sorry to break it down. You obviously had a great profile. You worked a lot on in during your bachelor's,
yeah,
participated in conferences and hackathons, and you were involved in the clubs.
yeah,
You presented all of this in SOPs and LORs and
yeah,
your resume, and you applied to UCR. UCR like, this is a great student. We want to steal her before she goes anywhere else. We're gonna throw $88,000 scholarship, and
yeah.
of course you they stole you because you were there with them.
Yes,
Um, and that is it. Like, that is the simple process you followed. Is
yeah,
that?
yeah. That's it.
Got it. Okay. What, like, sorry, now I'm very curious to see your resume, and like how is it structured, and what, how
Yeah.
did you design it, and then also like SOP, if you can give us like 5-minute masterclass in both of the topics.
It was, I think, five, I guess, paragraphs. So the first has to be like, what's your inspiration, or what's your story, what motivated you to do this. So I told about my grandfather, that he was this IES officer, and the recognition and respect he got in society was something that motivated me to follow into his footsteps. And second, you need to write about your bachelor's, and in like in detail, like all the also mention some of the programs and some of the subjects you have studied in your bachelor's, and like what you gained from those subjects, and all the different competitions, hackathons you have participated. Then you need to write about why UCR,
Mm, mm,
why this particular course. So also do mention at least about two professors.
mm.
So they find that impressive, that okay, you have done this extensive research on them, and then you're deciding.
And these professors are some of the courses that you might be taking.
Yeah, might be taking, yeah.
Okay. Mm,
So about them and their research work and how that is inspiring. And then you need to write about your short term goal and your long term goal as well.
mm.
Like
Okay.
during in short term, where do you see yourself like in about 5 to 10 years, and then like what's your eventually, where do you want to see yourself. Yeah, and they do like ambitious people. So don't, if you want to write that you want to be a CEO at Google, do write it. They will be impressed.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want to be CEO at Google?
No, at Disney.
At Disney. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Say, nice. Okay, great. What about LORs? Where did you get it from? Like, I'm sorry, like, who did you get it
So
from?
Yeah, I got it from my professors. For one was my final year BTech project guide, so he could give a nice insight on how I work, how I am as a student. So I chose him. And other was my IoT professor, because I have done a lot of projects in IoT as well in during my BTech. So I chose him because he knew that all
Mm.
the projects I have done, and he knew that I had a good knowledge of his subjects. And then I chose one of my mentor professors. He was the one who wrote it for me. Yeah, like because he has seen my journey from the first year till the fourth. So you need to keep these things in mind, that do go to the professors who do somewhat personally know you. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, and then back to the cost. So $1,000 roughly right now for
Mhm.
this year. So roughly $12,000. Next year it might be lower because you are moving
Yeah.
to on-campus housing.
Yeah.
What about tuition fees with this scholarship? Like now, what would be the cost for you?
Okay. So it's for $120,000 degree. So
Hmm.
after removing the 88,000 and stuff, you also can get it lowered if you don't go for like the health insurance provided by the campus,
Hmm.
because that's very expensive. You can go for other providers,
Hmm.
as in there's Wellewe, there's Gradley. You will be added to a UCR student group, and these people like talk about everything over there. So
Yeah.
I got to know about it from there, that the student insurance that the campus is offering, it's very expensive. So it's around 4.5K for 3 quarters. We have
Hmm.
quarters over here, so it's 4.5K for 3 quarters, which is very expensive. And the one I have taken is around 1.4K
Hmm.
for
Got it. For the health insurance
the
part.
whole year.
Okay.
1.4K.
Got
So
it.
yeah, that's way cheaper.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah. So there's somewhere you can save some of your money, and around, I think I am like, I would be paying around, like, you have to pay for the units you take up. So per unit they charge you. And so MBA fees like keeps on fluctuating based on the unit and the concentration. Like if I go for double concentration, I'll have to pay something, but for my next year I don't have to pay anything because of the teaching assistantship and the scholarship that I have.
Got it. So roughly, would you say $20,000 is
Yeah,
like,
around 2023. Yeah.
and that I'm assuming you will make up next year
Yeah.
as your
Hopefully.
stipend. We'll get to that part, and maybe you'll also get summer internship. So 20,000 roughly is the cost for you,
Yeah.
obviously, and then the cost of living as well. And we'll talk about on-campus job, but now it's the time where you have everything figured out. Shopping is done, packing is done, roommates are figured out, you're flying. Did you, like, at the airport, like, what were your feelings like? Was it like surreal for you, like, oh my gosh,
It
this is
was
really.
very surreal. I was quite emotional as well because I was leaving my grandparents.
Mm.
I'm very, very close to them, very attached to them.
Mm.
And yeah, so I was like, okay, I'm leaving them, leaving my family behind. So, but then, yeah, I was also very nervous for the whole long flight journey. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of flying, so
Was
I
that your
was,
first time like flying such a international
yeah,
and long
international, it
flight?
was my first time. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anything crazy for Porto? Like, where did you? So you flew from Delhi, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I took Turkish Airlines. So I flew from Delhi to Istanbul and from Istanbul to LAX.
Okay. And then from LA to Riverside, how do you go?
Yeah, you have, like I told you, you have plenty of options, but there's this guy Michael who helps you a lot.
Okay.
He like helped me to like commute from LA to Riverside. Yeah,
How was the LA experience? Like, you got down the airport, port
yeah.
of entry, anything crazy, or like you just like
No,
they
it
just
wasn't
like, oh,
crazy, but it was this long, long line. It took
yeah.
me like 2 hours over there. I was like just standing and I was like, oh my God, why am I even doing this? I don't want to do this. I'm so tired. It was a 24 hours flight, and then now this, I have to stand here. So I was, but LA is like, it's so good. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Did they ask you anything, or just like passport I-20 and
Yeah,
that's about it?
so I was a bit early here, but you can still come like whatever the dates on your I-20, the start of class date is mine was 26 September and I reached here around the 1st of September. You can
Yeah,
come
you
a
can
month
come 30
prior.
days
Yeah.
before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can come a month prior. So they asked me, why are you here so soon? So I was like, because I'm an international student. I need to figure out my things, and we have orientation from 13th only. So that's why I'm here. So he was like, okay, okay. So they do ask you these questions, and if you are there before like even a month, like for a longer period, then they will send you back. They do that.
Mm.
If you are there, like your class is starting on 26th September and you are there around the 1st of August or something, they will just send you back. They are like, no, you go back, you come back later because this is not the time. What will you do here? So, yeah.
Mm. And then this guy who helps everybody
Yeah.
comes to pick you up.
Yes.
So how far is LA and Riverside? Like how much is it like an
Around
hour long?
an hour and a half.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Did you face any culture shocks or any shocks that, oh, this is not what I expected?
No, not a lot of culture shock, but yeah, people here like don't like to talk much.
What?
Yeah, people are like they are too much involved in themselves.
Hmm.
So that is good sometimes and also bad sometimes.
Hmm.
Like yeah, it was a bit difficult to make friends as well in the
Hmm.
start, but yeah, yeah, the orientation thing they had. So the last batch they had only 1 day of orientation. We had a whole week for orientation, so
Hmm.
we had daily activities, so that really helped us a lot to like build friendships and everything. So that's, and you have to be very active, where you have to be involved in everything. You have to be there everywhere. You cannot be like, oh, I don't feel like going, or I don't want to go, then you will be left out.
Hmm. Can you give some examples? Like, what do you mean by everything?
Yeah, so like there are these various events, guest
Hmm.
speaker events, keynote events, and the various orientation events and various club interviews, like to be the part of the club for the leadership positions and everything. You need to go there and you need to give all those interviews, no matter how tired or how irritated, how annoyed you feel that, oh my god, this is too much, I don't want to do it, but you should.
Hmm.
That would help you a lot in terms of networking and also having friends, because I think friends are really important in here, because it's very, you will feel very very isolated after a point of
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
homesick and everything. You would need someone to talk to, and you cannot just go up to a random person and talk to them. Yeah. So yeah, and one shock was like homeless people that I saw. I was like,
Hmm.
oh, okay, there are quite a lot. I wasn't expecting this.
Yeah, I think it might be the LA side of things. South California does have
No,
a
in
lot of that.
Riverside, I have seen more. Like, I haven't
Mm,
seen so much in LA, but like in Riverside, I have. But
mm,
LA is, I would say, better, and people would be getting summer internship anyways in LA or some places. So that's good because it has this little India and everything. You can go there, feel a little less homesick. Yeah.
So let's talk about homesickness. Like, did you feel it, and what were you going through, and how did you come out of it?
So the starting week were like very exhausting with the whole orientation and setting up thing and everything. So it was like the sleep schedule and everything was pretty much messed up. So I was like trying to make all the things, I was dealing with them. After a while, the homesickness hits. It's
Mm,
like I want to go home. I don't want to like here you have to do everything on your own, be it cleaning, laundry, cooking, everything you have to do it on your own. So I was like, I need to go back. This is so much of work. Like,
and not just the house, because you're just referring to house chores. You also have to
yeah,
study. You also have to
yeah, study.
participate.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was like tired from the orientations. Then I come back, and then there's this pile of laundry I have to tend to, and then I have to cook something for myself. Although in orientation they do provide you meals, and they would ask
Mm.
for like if you're a vegetarian or what, and they provide you meals according to that. Yeah, so these were the things I was like, oh god, I need to go back. This is so
So
much.
how did you then overcome that? Like, how did you come out of it?
I think sticking to a routine
Mm.
like helped me a lot. Yeah, sticking to a routine. Yeah, no matter how tired I am, I'm like, no, no, I have to do this. I have to like. You just need to make up your mind. You have
Mm.
to, so you will. And after a while, it's fine.
Mm.
So we have a winter break right now, so it's nothing. We are like doing nothing right now. It's no work at all.
Yeah. Were you one of the shocks I had when I came to United States was long days, like nine
Yeah,
o'clock, and there was still sunlight, and
yeah,
then it completely changes in December. It's like 5 o'clock,
yes.
and it's like
It's
a
dark here.
dark. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
just like.
So this weather also shocked me here in California because sometimes it was like so sunny. Even during the winter, sometimes it's so sunny. Like I'm wearing this whole huge jacket and everything, and I'm going out and it's sunny. And I'm like, oh my god, now what am I supposed to do? And sometimes out of nowhere it starts raining, and I'm like,
Mm,
I cannot predict this weather in here. It's like very confusing, very,
yeah.
very confusing. And
I mean,
plus,
you will get used to it like
yeah,
after like now
well,
I've
yeah,
been here in 10 years now, so I've gotten used to it. Like I know when it's gonna rain. But again,
yeah,
it's not like Chicago. Chicago is so you can't predict at all.
yeah,
But I know what you mean.
yes.
What about education? Like how was it different for you? Is it
It
different?
is pretty different because here they give us case studies and
Mm,
it's a very interactive session. And in India, you don't see that. It's like textbook based,
mm,
everything from the textbook. And even the professor and student don't have that good of a bond that you can
mm,
have here. So, like, our
yeah.
professor, like I was telling you about Professor Rich, he was like teaching us one day, like, while making peanut butter jelly sandwich in class. Yeah, it's his one of his famous experiments. So he was like, you must know that this was about to come one day. So he was making a peanut butter jelly sandwich, and he was like, instruct me, and we had to be very precise with the instructions because he was performing the task the way we were telling him, and like legit the way we were telling him. If we are telling him to like pick up a knife, he's picking up it from anywhere. And if we are telling him
Ah.
to take a scoop, so he was like, so this way he taught us like how to be precise with the instructions and everything. Yeah.
And so yes, that is also true for me. Like I came, so I did masters in computer science, and
Okay.
every single assignment felt like a project to me. So
Mm.
and everything is hands on, so I know like education system is like very practical, very hands on,
Yeah.
interactive, like you said. What I also want to know is what is a typical day for like an international student as a master, like an MBA student at
Yeah.
UCR? Like if you can walk me through when you
Yeah.
wake up
So
and what do you do?
I have like classes like for 3 days in a week,
Mm,
and every day there is only one class, and that for 3 hours.
mm,
So for my fall quarter, it was like I had all the afternoon classes. You can also have evening ones that I have in my winter quarter. So according to the classes, I think I had classes from 2
mm.
in the
2 p.m.
afternoon. Yeah,
Okay.
2 p.m. So I woke up around 9 or 10, I guess. Yeah, and then I made myself breakfast, and then uh, saw if I needed to do any assignments or anything that I need to go through before the class. And then I did some of my house chores like washing the dishes and stuff. Yeah, then got ready, picked up coffee, went to the lecture hall. Yeah, attended the lecture. And then every day, like, because it's the very start and everyone wants to like meet everyone, every day after the class, there had to be a get together at some of the friends' place. Like we are cooking together or anything, but it has to be there because people are like, no,
Mm,
no, let's go together now, and then we'll go to our respective house. So like that was there for the first 2 3 weeks, I guess, then everyone was like, okay, no, now we need to go back home and we need to study, because then it was mid-sem, and then we
Yeah.
also had other exams as well. And so for the exams also, it's not like a written test for all the subjects. It's like you need to go up there, give a presentation. So for a lot of my classes, it was like for we had to analyze a financial report of some company and present it, or then we have to make our own company and present, like have different financial manager, marketing manager, and everything, and then we have to give a whole presentation. So it was very interesting to like do all those things. And yeah,
Mm.
and we for also we had to create like mock products and like mock presentation, and like we had to create mock marketing strategies, like mock ads and campaigns and everything. So it was very interesting.
Nice. So again, to break it down,
Mhm.
9 a.m. you wake up roughly,
Yeah,
8 to 9 a.m., 10 a.m. sometimes if it's
yeah,
late night. Breakfast, figure out what you need to do some house chores,
yeah,
assignments. If you need to
yeah,
read something before your thing,
yeah.
before your course, walk to. Is it walking? Do you walk to the campus?
Yeah, so there is a bus as well,
Mm.
and I also had a Segway at the start, but
Oh, amazing.
yeah, but then I had this minor accident. So yeah, I fell off it and like broke my finger. Yeah,
Finger. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I broke my pinky.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, yeah, it was a
So how,
very.
okay, sorry, like I need to know more about this. So what happened? I mean, when that happened, like, did you
So
had to
I
go
was
to
late
the?
for the class of I was late for my first class of financial accounting. It was the first day of university, first class, and I was like, "Oh God, I'm so late. I need to rush." So I was rushing, and I was like speeding a lot, and then there was a downslope, and I
Mm.
forgot that I need to like reduce my speed. It's a downslope, and I was still speeding, and then it skid, and I flew off it, and I had some stitches over here, and yeah, and this,
So
yeah,
did you call like
the
911?
people, they came, they were helping me, they gave me towels and everything to like wipe off the blood. It was like the it was so extensive, the pain. I wasn't able to feel anything. I was like, where am I hurt?
Mm.
Where am I bleeding? I don't know. I'm not able to understand. But then a lot of people were there. They took me to the ER, and
Mm.
yeah, everything. So
Did it cost a lot of money?
no, so the insurance covered me. So it did
Nice.
not cost anything. And anyways, you don't have to pay over there. They will be sending you like
Yeah,
the
they send a bill.
yeah,
Yeah,
after a month or two. I
yeah,
got
yeah.
it after 2 months, so I was like, okay. For 2 months, I didn't have to pay anything, but I was all my injuries were tended to. Yeah,
Nice. Okay, got it. So 2 o'clock classes. It's
yeah.
like, and then you
Till
typically now
5
come back.
classes. Yeah,
Uh, till 5, and then you come back and then you
yes,
study
yeah,
again, cook for dinner, I'm assuming,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
when do you go to bed?
I am a night owl, so it does. I do stay up till 1 or 2 sometimes, but
What do you
like
do? Like, is there
I
anything you do?
like reading, so I read novels.
Okay,
Yeah,
got it. Nice.
yes.
Um, Safety. How is Riverside safety wise? Like, is there issues, crimes? What's
So,
going
like,
on?
you do see a lot of homeless people, like around, like not near the campus. Near the campus, there are none. Near the campus housing, also none. The place I am staying, it's like a more. If the campus housing is a 5 minute walk from the campus, my house would be somewhat around 12 minutes walk.
Mm,
So yeah, so there are a lot of homeless people,
mm,
but they won't bother you. They
mm.
like these are good people, so they won't come up to you or bother you anything. You can like be
So
completely like,
crime wise, you haven't seen anything
yeah,
crazy?
I haven't seen anything as of now, because like there have been times like it's one or two, because if we are coming from a gathering, a party, anything, and we are coming back, and it's one or two, and we can easily walk back, and there are also these poles installed that
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah. The
press,
blue
and
light. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, policemen, they come and they will escort you to your place and everything. So yeah, that's also there.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
How did on campus jobs? Did you do any on campus jobs? And I know you mentioned you had TA. So
Yeah.
how did you get that?
So TA was also offered through the university only. They were the ones who offered me. They were like, okay, we are also offering you a TA along with the scholarship.
Oh,
So yeah,
acha. That
also,
was
but
starting from first semester?
yes, yeah. But I will be like every student here has to do the TA from the second year.
Hmm.
I will be doing it in my second year, not right now.
Okay.
So yeah, from fall 2025, I'll be doing my TA job. But also, if you want to have it in the first year, they have this TA information session where they release this reading assistantship and teaching assistantship forms. You need to fill them up, and if you are lucky enough, you also get to. If you are not offered it beforehand, you can also apply through that. And even if you are offered, you can still apply to get
Hmm.
it before as well. So I have applied. If there is any position open, they do offer.
Got
Yeah,
it. And is there any benefit of doing a TA? Like, I know in a lot of universities, when
yeah.
you do
So
TA,
your health insurance is covered.
nice.
You don't have to buy or pay for any insurance now because the university will cover it. Also, apart from the scholarship, they also give you a nice stipend as well.
Hmm.
So most of your living expense and everything is covered through the stipend only.
Is it monthly stipend or is it semester wise?
It's monthly.
Nice. So what's the typical pay range?
So there is two type of TAs, 25% and 50%. So the 25% TA they get around 1,800 to $2,000,
Hmm.
and 50% one they get around 3,500 to $3,700
Wow, per month.
per month. Yeah,
That is a lot. Let
yeah,
me guess, you have the second one.
yeah. I have 50% TA.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing. I mean, that's way more than cost of living, like which will
Yeah,
be
yeah,
1,500 or so, and you'll
yeah,
be able to save up, and pretty
yeah,
much in your case, you might be even able to pay off your loan
yeah,
before graduation.
yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. And you didn't have to apply for it, just your
Yeah, they give it
application.
to, yeah, yeah. If they see your application, it's impressive. They'll give it to you.
Nice.
They
Okay.
just want
But
to see a all rounder student. It's not like if you're only good at studies, they'll be taking you and giving you the scholarship. No, they want this all-rounder student that okay, good in studies as well, good with other extracurricular activities as well. Like they want to see if you were present in your tech.
mm,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. And what about other on-campus jobs? Like, let's say people who did
yeah,
not get TA, are there any other like
yeah.
campus
There are.
jobs?
So if you take up a campus housing, there is this RA resident agent. You can be that. They also give you like a buggy, a car with that, and also they pay you.
Mm,
And then there are these student ambassadors. For that also you get around $500
mm,
something. But that's for a quarter. You get 500 if you perform all your tasks. And then there are campus dining jobs,
mm,
although they usually like prefer giving it to the undergrads, the dining jobs. But also I have friends who are in the dining job because they applied way before.
mm,
So that's the thing I was saying. If you apply in the first round, you get like a leverage on a lot of things. Like you can apply first for the dining jobs and for the campus housings and everything. Scholarships are better. So these are the things. So that's why I suggest for applying in the first round itself. So you can land up for campus jobs as well. For 9 months, you cannot work out of the campus.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
even after 9 months,
yeah,
you cannot technically work outside the campus.
yeah,
You can only work
yeah,
towards your
yeah,
internship or
yeah.
CPT.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Uh,
but for jobs, if like you want to do some part time outside the campus, you have to get it signed from
yeah.
your professors and graduate ambassadors and everyone, so that you can do it off campus. So but for 9 months it's not legally allowed. So but on campus you can, because a friend of mine
Mm.
is doing
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
in,
yeah. On
yeah,
campus are
she's in
totally
this
okay.
campus dining, and there's this. And also you can uh, mail different professors from even out of the business school as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they have any TA positions open up for you, like based on your bachelor's or based on your profile, they can offer you that as well. Yeah,
Nice. Okay. Great. And then how is the campus, like UCR campus? Is it pretty? Did
yeah,
you
it
like
is
it?
pretty. Yeah, it is pretty. It's very pretty, and we have this bell tower. It's really good. Yeah,
Mm,
so
I- I'm looking at it right now, just so for people understand what we're talking about.
yeah,
Is this the bell tower you're talking
yeah,
about?
that's the bell tower. Yeah,
Nice. And so this, I'm assuming all of this is the campus.
yeah, it is.
Nice. Okay. This is really, really fun. Um,
Yeah.
hopefully I get to visit you sometime.
But like going to the classes at first was a bit complicated because the map doesn't work well in there. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did get confused a lot. But yeah,
Mm,
yeah, the bell tower is actually the
the
midpoint.
center point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
center point. You can get to all of your classes from there. So I figured it out later after a month. I was like, okay, this is the place where I can go. And then I'll get the direction to all of my classes because this is
Mm.
the center point. Yeah.
Nice. I have two more questions. Number one, obviously, I'm assuming you've talked to some of your seniors and alumni at this point.
Yeah.
How is the job market for UC Riverside? Like, is most people end up having an internship or a job, or like, is there a lot of struggle there?
No, so like most people do end up having jobs.
Mm,
We had recently had this alumni mixer where we met and we talked to a lot of our alumni, and they were like asking about our concentrations and then briefing us about like job, and it was a very friendly thing. It was a one-on-one. You can go around and talk to them, mingle with them, and talk everything. So they were very friendly, the alumni and all the seniors, and they have been very clear and very truthful about all the job scenarios and everything. Yeah, so right now the US market in terms of job is like I think it is
it's
improving. It
brutal.
wasn't, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
it wasn't so good back, like sometimes back, but yeah, even recently I met a senior and he was like, no, the market is looking good this time. So probably a lot of people will end up having jobs. A few of my seniors I do know who already had their summer internships and turned them into full-time positions. So
Mm.
that also happens, and it happens a lot. A lot of my seniors have had the summer internship and it was turned into a full-time position.
Nice. Okay. And now the final question. Again, put yourself in the shoes of incoming student who's a woman is planning to, again, we are trying to do this for all the women.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give, like so far in your journey, everything that you've gone through from, choosing a university, deciding to come to United States, to doing your first semester? What advice would you give to your fellow, yeah, in other students who are planning to come, aspiring students?
Okay, so the advice I will give is that decide like during the start of the year only if you want to start the application for the abroad universities or not, because it takes a lot of work as drafting your SOP, getting LORs. The whole process is very, it is also very complicated and it is also very exhausting as well. It's a very very huge process. So you have to like you have to prepare your mind, prepare yourself that okay, I this is something I want to do, and then be very thorough with your research, and do talk to your seniors, mail them, they will answer. They are very friendly. People here are friendly. If you talk to them, they will answer. Do talk, or you can also mail some of your professors as well. You can talk
Mm,
to them. Graduate ambassadors, you can talk to them. They'll give you the insight of all the programs and everything that you will be going through that when you once land in here. Also, I would suggest getting a admission consultancy because they do like reduce your workload by a lot, because I
mm.
was very lost of what to do, what's the next step, and they will guide you through it. So I would suggest go through it, because doing it alone can kind of be can be kind of tricky, so yeah, so that's my advice. Yeah.
You forgot, watch my videos as well. No, just kidding.
Yeah, yeah, and watch his videos as well. Yeah.
No, just kidding, just kidding. That's amazing. Also, like, apply to scholarship. Like, that's great that you
Yeah,
did.
yeah, do apply to. There are a lot of scholarship like in India as well. They provide Aga Khan scholarship and everything. But I got my admit a bit late. The scholarship thing ends in March in India. The
Mm,
Aga Khan and Shivdasani scholarship. They end. They have a deadline of March. I got my admit around April, so that's why I
mm.
wasn't able to apply. But that's in lakhs and everything. The scholarship, they give you a huge amount, so do apply
Mm.
for those as well. Do start preparing to apply for the universities in the first round, so that would like keep you ahead in a lot of
Yeah,
things.
if you apply in first round,
Yeah.
$88,000 scholarship, TA, and all of it. Also,
Yeah.
yeah. Amazing. This is great. Thank you, Shinora, for sharing your journey and your wisdom. And I can't wait to bring you back and talk about other stuff as well. But this was very enlightening. I can't wait to bring you back until our next one.
Keep smiling and keep hustling.